Hey, it's Matt at Mango Vans. You probably know us as building adventure vans for campers and travelers, but we've been doing also a lot more for some commercial clients lately. Some really cool projects. We're going to show you today. One is a healthcare van, kind of like a mobile clinic for doing testing out on the road. These are a lot of fun. They're really beautiful looking too, so we're going to show you today. Okay, here's another example of one of our commercial vans for the healthcare industry. One of our first we did years ago was with University of Miami, here for the Firefighter Initiative, Extinguish Cancer, a cool project. We've done lots of vans for them. And moving on now, as we're expanding into the healthcare with our commercial line, we're going to show you WellView, which is a great organization going out in the community, doing medical testing for folks. And we're going to show you the whole process. This is a really beautiful build. We're happy with it. So come check it out. All right, so here's our latest build out coming for our commercial series. And this client is in the healthcare industry. They're doing medical screenings out on the field. So with these healthcare vans, we know that we're going to pass it off to the client and they're going to have a whole staff that's going to be running these. So we got to make the systems really durable for daily use, but also real simple to use too. So anyone who's working for this company can come in and understand how to make these systems operate. How do you work the plumbing and the air conditioning and recharge the batteries overnight? And the design for these, again, we're maximizing space, of course. They want to get as many clients in here as they can. And it's got to be functional. For the healthcare industry, we're using surfaces like solid surface Corian for the counters. They don't get stained. They're going to stay very clean all the time, hygienic. And we've got a nice dry flush toilet in the back. So if they're going to be collecting samples, one of their patients has to go in and use a restroom facility. It's got a bunch of different flushes in there, so we're not having to worry about emptying a tank. Front section is designed for getting someone in to do a blood test. There's a phlebotomy chair and a refrigerator right down there for holding on to samples. And then they also got a second section in the back divided by this nice soundproof door. They can do more consults in the back here, big workspace, another sink, workstation, and really powerful air conditioning. Of course, that's important for us down here in Florida with a huge lithium battery storage system. That's going to allow them to run their air conditioning and any other electric loads all throughout the day, not having to worry about needing to stop or charge. And when they are also driving, of course, you're charging your batteries when they're going from place to place, and when they're just parked somewhere, they're also getting charged with solar. But the key also is going to be once they're in for the night, everyone's going to be really easy. We put a really nice instructions in there so anyone can understand, okay, how do I connect to shore power overnight to make sure we have a full charge in the morning? Everything's labeled. So right now, when this client comes to pick up, like Adolfo, for example, with WellView, we just give them the run through, we give them the training, they get the packet. They're out the door now. They're going to drive this and get to work right away. This is totally ready to go. And that's another beauty of what they're finding is convenient with this process is not only is it built exactly for what they're needing, but also they're handed this whole product that's ready to work. So we're loving these commercial clients. We're having multiples, really, like we said, this was a referral, but also many other of our commercial series are coming in saying, we want to do 3 or 5 of this exact same footprint. And that makes it easier for us too. We can go a lot quicker when we're doing multiples. So our commercial series for healthcare, we've also been doing some folks in canine training. We've been doing a drone aerial marketing technology company that we're going to show you more of soon. We've been doing some lawyers, realtors, lots of folks who are just able to bring their services to their client. And it's also really impressive when you can pull up in a nice van and they open it up and see this really nice looking, your own little, we come from the yachting world too, but it's almost kind of like your own little private jet.
Hello, how you doing? My name is Adolfo. I'm the president of WellView Care. We're a community-based STD test and treat facility. We were referred to Mango Vans to outfit our medical van that we purchased. The utilization of our medical van is going to be used to increase our reach of getting patients tested and treated so that way they know their status. We believe this van is a great acquisition for the clinic because it's going to be able to give us the reach that we're looking to get more patients tested and treated throughout the state of Florida. What we requested from Mango Vans when it came to outfitting the van is that we create an environment that is confidential. We create a separation for our intake process when we're bringing patients in and out of the van. Also that we have running water, electricity, and that it's a comfortable space to work 8-hour periods so that everybody can work comfortably in an environment that they're happy being in, and as well patients, and it's inviting for patients to come in and sit down so they could go ahead and get their health check as required. So they outfitted the van with AC, they outfitted the van with a restroom, they outfitted the van with a generator so that way electricity can be operated throughout the van. They've also created some stations. So as you see here, we've got a station in the front and then we got a station in the back. What I really liked when I came to visit them in their warehouse was that they had an example for me to look at from somebody that's in our same space that uses the van for medical use. We've also installed a refrigerator for storing of the specimens that we would collect from the patients that would come to the van, and it will make sure that those specimens are maintained at the right level for when we need to bring them back to where we're storing the van, so that way it gets picked up by the labs that are providing laboratory services for our clinic. Our experience with Mango Van was excellent. Very professional. When I reached out to Jason, which was my point of contact, we set up a time where we would meet in person. I had the van already purchased, so I brought the van to them. We looked at the van. There was an outline that was provided to us of the build out, how it would look on paper. We benefited from another medical van being at the facility, getting outfitted as well. And he walked me through that medical van, which really gave us a visual, which is important, especially when you're building something new, of how it would turn out. And it also gave us the opportunity to come up with some ideas that we feel would work for us and what wouldn't work for us. When it came to choosing materials, talking about what system in the toilet we're gonna be using, they had all that figured out for us, so we really didn't have to do too much research and development in that case. And they, for the most part, communicated to us in an effective way, saying, hey, we're gonna use this instead of this. They also advised us on the type of amperage or electrical battery setup that we have the option to, and then also like another version of it, which is a better version, which is one we ended up going with. So that way we have a longer battery life, which would create a longer work cycle for us, which would be better. So that way we could see more patients throughout the day. So we're ecstatic with how the van turned out. They did a phenomenal job. I would recommend Mango Vans to anybody that's looking to outfit their vans for whatever use. So they could really do whatever you would have or can imagine for the most part. 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend Mango Vans to anybody that asks me if I know somebody that can outfit vans for them.
So that's the look we're giving, and that's the confidence we're bringing to these clients. So thanks for checking out this one, and we'll show you some more about these coming up too. Thanks.